Karine Jean Pierre blasts mega Republican officials. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre attacked mega Republicans for refusing to accept the results of free and fair elections ahead of Biden's speech. Podcast giant Joe Rogan offered praise for White House Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre for the heavy lifting she does for President Biden. On Tuesday's installment of The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan likened the role of the White House press secretary to being a lawyer whose job it is to get their client off even if they are probably guilty, calling defense attorneys a slippery effin' world to be in. Don't you think it's the same way in the government? Rogan asked comedian guest Duncan Trussell. If you're that poor lady who's the White House press secretary. Worst job on earth, Trussell said. It's the FNG worst job, Rogan exclaimed. It's the worst job. You get all the hate of the president and none of the power. Like effing everybody hates you. Joe Rogan predicts Republican red wave in 2022 midterms, like the elevator doors opening in The Shining. Podcast giant Joe Rogan complimented White House Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre for her incredible gaslighting. Podcast giant Joe Rogan complimented White House Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre for her incredible gaslighting. The Joe Rogan Experience / Spotify. Rogan described the position of speaking on behalf of the entire country as an insane role. And to be young like this lady who's doing it now, like, how old is she? 30-something. Rogan wondered. Joe Rogan to the media, the answer is not to silence me, it's for you to do better. After learning Jean Pierre is 48, Rogan replied, she looks great. God damn. I always thought she was like 33. She's healthy as F. Placeholder. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre speaks during a briefing at the White House, Wednesday, October 19, 2022, in Washington. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre speaks during a briefing at the White House, Wednesday, October 19, 2022, in Washington. AP photos / Evan Vucci. The podcast host revisited Jean Pierre's top-of-mind defense for President Biden after an event he called for late Rep. Jackie Walorski, RIND, who had died in a car accident. Top of mind. She was top of mind. I mean, it was really like it was like, for what she had to work with, it was some incredible gaslighting, Rogan said. Joe Rogan claims Ron DeSantis would be a good president, refers to Biden as dead man as president. Amazing, Trussell agreed. She stuck with top of mind. Top of mind's a good one because it's nonsense, Rogan chuckled. President Joe Biden speaks during the White House Conference on Hunger, Nutrition, and Health, at the Ronald Reagan Building. During his remarks, he appeared to forget about the death of Indiana Rep. Jackie Walorski. President Joe Biden speaks during the White House Conference on Hunger, Nutrition, and Health, at the Ronald Reagan Building. During his remarks, he appeared to forget about the death of Indiana Rep. Jackie Walorski. AP. Trussell speculated that Jean Pierre didn't come up with top of mind by herself but rather her team settled on using that expression over and over.